Greetings. So I was pretty excited when Moog released their Moogerfooger plugins back in October. Not because I'm super into plugins or software in general, but because I have a ring modulator, and I was super excited to be able to have the opportunity finally to get my hands on the other 6 Moogerfoogers. There's 7 now because of the saturator. But I thought it'd be cool to do a little video series, kind of playing around with each one, using the Fender Rhodes, and see what they're all about. Okay, so I thought I'd start with the MF-102S because I have the MF-102 Ring Modulator, the physical one. So I figured it'd be a good jumping off point to see how it feels compared to the real one. I have it loaded up in Ableton in an audio effect rack, and because I like to kind of turn knobs physically, I have the audio effect rack mapped, or I have the Novation Launch Key Mini mapped to Ableton, so I can actually just turn a knob and things will move in the software. I like to be hands off the mouse as much as possible. So anyway, let's see what's going on here. I'll start by playing the Rhodes clean. That's sort of the clean sound. And the way I usually use my physical MF-102 is I have it set kind of like this. So here's clean, and here's on. So there's like a slight vibrato in there, which kind of warms up the Rhodes. It's kind of nice. And that's usually my default setting for the ring mod, and it's usually sitting up here on the left. But yeah, you can kind of use that vibrato dynamically when you're playing to sort of, have a dynamic vibrato like this. It's kind of cool. And if you can really deepen it by changing the mix. So if I turn the mix knob all the way up, then you're going to get a seriously deep vibrato. And it's feeling pretty good. I mean, it feels like the pedal. Yeah, that's nice. Now, with a lot of synthesizer stuff, and even the ring modulator, you got to be careful because you can go really far pretty quickly. It starts to get into discordant land. Which is cool if you're going for that sound. That's actually one of the reasons why I bought the physical ring modulator, was to do some outer space stuff. So yeah, especially with the mix all the way up, it gets pretty far out fast. You can always dial back the mix a little bit, and then I find that if you kind of crank up the frequency a little bit and just mix this in slightly, it kind of adds a distorted crunch to the sound. So I've been doing all this with the low switch on. So if you flip it to the high, you get even crazier tones. To me, high is sort of like if you want to go out to lunch, that's your switch right there. Just flip it on high and you're ready to go. Here's the mix set halfway with the frequency down on the high. And then you can just quickly change the frequency and you're out of here. Mix all the way up, it gets pretty crazy. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, the LFO. Let's try out the LFO. I'll turn the mix back down a little bit. We'll keep it on high, so the frequency in the middle, so you can kind of hear it. So the LFO. Let's see. The LFO sort of, to me, sort of animates the other modulation. Again, I'm not a super technical person. I just kind of go by how I think about it. So that's kind of what I'm hearing. But if I kind of turn up the rate a little bit on the LFO, and it's modulating with the sine wave. Switch it over to a square wave. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. That way you can really hear it. It's very apparent when it's turning off and on. That's a lot. I mean, if you want to go there, you can. Let's turn it all the way up. This is like... crank this too. Just turn everything up. And then, yeah. You're in like the Jetsons. Again, you don't have to go all out. You can sort of mix it in, like if I dial back the mix, and just put it in there slightly, which I find is kind of the best use for a lot of this stuff. Like if you go... might even dial it back a little bit more. Slow down the LFO rate. Maybe change it back to sine wave. There we go. I'm going to slow it down even more. Now this paired with a delay, you know, even the other Moogerfoogers, I mean, the possibilities are endless. But for each of these series, I'm just going to focus on one. So, and then maybe we'll do like something with all of them or something like that. What's also cool about the plugins is you could put in like, 20 of these if you want, and then I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, that would be insane. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. We'll do another one. All right. Peace.